back with my cook, and today as part of the last chance cook-off, which will have the information in our description below. We are doing chicken paprika. This is what it looks like. Now let's show you how to put this dish together for cooking in a Dutch oven. Stay tuned. In preparation for cooking with the Dutch oven for our meal today, we're using a 12-inch large Dutch oven, which I'll show after, a chimney for charcoal, and we're going to use approximately 25 briquettes. 18 briquettes will be on the top, 7 on the bottom. Now, some of the essential tools you'll need for cooking with the Dutch oven are, most important is gloves, because you don't want to get burned. These are welding gloves designed to handle the high heat, and they go all the way up the arm. Next, we have a stand for the lid, so when you need to do any stirring or anything in the Dutch oven, you have a lid that's going to be a lifter. This will help to lift up the lid so you can do that stirring and put it down on the stand. Tongs for putting the charcoal from the chimney into the bottom of the area where you're going to be doing it. If you're doing it at a campsite, you can make sure you have rocks in the bottom. If you're doing it at home, you can do it on a fire pit or however else you want to do. Just make sure it's a safe area for it. The tongs are so that you can put the hot charcoal on the bottom and the hot charcoal on the top of the lid. I have gloves specifically that I use for charcoal, and I don't want to mess up my other gloves that are used for the heat or the cooking part. And a way to get the charcoal fire started, because you want to get that chimney going and you want to do it quick. You don't want to be wasting matches and lighters trying to get things going. So I use a torch. So let's get this fire going. So in preparation for the cashew puree, which is the gravy for this dish, we're taking half a cup of cashews, pour them in this blender, a tablespoon of lemon juice, put that in there, and 3/4 of a cup of water. We'll pour that in there. So now, put this lid on, close it up. Making sure it's locked. add a little bit more cashews to this because it should be consistency of a cream, and it's a little bit on the thick side right now, or thin side I should say. I'm going to add a little bit more, not too much. Sometimes it's a little hard to judge the cashews, but you do want to use unsalted, unroasted, plain cashews for this. Alright, that's much better. Take it out, plug it. So this is the consistency you want for your cashew cream. Coming up, we'll be doing the preparation for the chicken that will be going into the Dutch oven. Next, in preparation for the chicken, and once we get the Dutch oven all ready for starting the cooking process, we want to combine 1 onion, which we have in this bowl here, 3 cups of chopped mushrooms, and we want to combine that into the onions, and 2 cloves of minced garlic. So I'll add that in. Stir it up. Mix it all nice together. And this will be going in the Dutch oven for 15 minutes. So let's get that in there. Now that our charcoal is white hot, we're ready to get the Dutch oven with the briquettes on the bottom, which we need 7 briquettes on the bottom, and then 18 will be on the top, and then we can start cooking. Also, you will always want to do when you're cooking with a Dutch oven is you want to rotate both the Dutch oven and the lid. Now what you'll do is, using gloves of course, lift, rotate one way, and then with the lid, I got this lid lifter, lift and rotate it the other way. See the steam coming out of there. Important to do that, otherwise it won't cook evenly. Next, we are Gonna put in the ingredients that we need to add to the Dutch oven with that mixture of onion, mushrooms, and garlic. So we'll start off with 1 3/4 cups of chicken broth. Pour that in there. And it does call for arrowroot, but you can use, in place of arrowroot, tapioca flour. So this is 1 tablespoon of tapioca flour. Put that in there. Then it's 3 tablespoons of paprika. Put that in there. Half a teaspoon of organic seasoning. You can use also a Mrs. Dash, for example. That works as well. Then we need 1/8 of a teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper. And finally, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. This one. That's 2. That's 3. We will get this all in. Get it all mixed up. And we'll add this mixture to the Dutch oven. Now we will take the lid off so we can pour in our mixture with the chicken broth. Oh, this maybe that smells good. So I'll put this down here on our lid holder. Put that there. And get this mixture in. Stir it up a little bit here. Then we will get the lid back on so it can cook some more. While we're at it, we can do a turret again. And lift our lid. Turn it on there. So now it can cook for approximately 10 minutes. And we will come back out here with the chicken, slide it in there, continue the cooking process. Our next step, actually, before we can do the chicken part, is we have to add in the cashew cream into the mixture. So I will get the lid off again. pour the cashew cream mixture in. Make sure I get all. I got a little spill out. Let's get this stirred in. So you want to stir it all in so it gets evenly spread out in there. Smell that. It smells really, really good. Then I'll put the lid back on for about 10 minutes. It's not rocket science, that's what. And that's actually good to do. Still see my coals looking orange. Just a little bit again. And in 10 minutes we'll come back and slide chicken cutlets in there. That's the next part. We'll be getting the chicken cutlets with organic seasoning on it, and we'll get that into it. Next, we are going to put a little bit of organic seasoning on both sides of these chicken pieces. And they'll be ready to put into the Dutch oven. Let's go load it into the Dutch oven for the final cook part of this recipe. Okay, now we will get the lid off so we can check to make sure it's all ready. Then we'll slide the chicken into concoction here. Stir this up a bit here. Oh yeah. That smells good. Steam rising. Now I will put the chicken pieces. I want to make sure that the chicken gets under the mushrooms. I want the chicken to be above the mushroom, so that way they'll cook thoroughly through. down. So it's 1.5 pounds approximately of chicken cutlets. What we got here? Ensure that every piece is submerged in the mixture. Alright, so now that we have it submerged, we will get the lid back on, and about every 10 minutes or so we will turn the Dutch oven and the lid to get it evenly heat. So that has to cook for 35 minutes. So after 35 minutes we'll show you the final product. Okay, it has been 35 minutes. Now let's see how this chicken paprika looks. Anticipation. It looks good. So we'll get it out of the pan to show you here shortly. I'll let you know how it is. Okay, so that is what the final product looks like. So you can have this over noodles or rice, depending on what you prefer. It's a good dish. And first time we made it, we did it with some family who had dietary requirements. So we did it all organic with things where certain people can't eat certain things, so that's why we use cashews for the sauce, and it is a delicious dish. We'll have the full breakdown of the recipe and all the steps followed in the description below. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. This is Fred with Life with Mountain Folk, and check out everyone else's videos part of the Last Chance Cook-Off, as well as our channel, and subscribe to everybody's channel if you could. They'd all appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Good night.